Okay, August 1. Hopefully we have some epic things on the horizon on our part anyway, and that the Japanese have nothing for us. I don't know why I would imagine that, but we'll see. Okay. Um it's at least we're the ones that fired at him, but what are the odds? I have seen 3 subs sink due to sub v sub action, but in this case, we miss. It's unfortunate, but at least we're the ones firing, and I didn't have to be too nervous. Okay, the O-24 actually gets a hit on a patrol boat. Hey, I mean, if we could sink his ASWS, that's fine too. That goes down. I'll take it. I mean, it's not a lot of points, but it's one less ASW asset. Oh, okay. Here we are in the air operations segment, and sounds like we've spotted something important. All right, still trying to find something, but there's severe storms there anyway, so maybe nothing will be able to come of it. Nell's bombing Kapong. Let's see how they do. Yeah, they're hitting the base. Val's still trying their thing. And a follow-up raid by Sally's. These are bombing ground, so they do as much as the Bettys, which were targeting the air. Okay, this is what we kind of missed over last time. He's bombing our ground troops it's to the east here, but I like to think that the map is a little bit skewed. But anyway, certainly he's doing damage to our troops here. And we're able to come in and bomb his base again. Okay. Another good day of hard hits. We'll see how it affects the actual damage rating of the base, but in the meantime, certainly something. All right, I'm trying to beat up his division. For one, it keeps him sitting here disabled, if we can believe these numbers. And resting, whatever. I mean, surely the AF battalion here is going to say the 33rd Division may move north, it may move east, and I don't want to. I don't. Basically, I just want to keep him honest, and I don't know if we are or not, but yeah, some decent hits here. For severe storms, that's decent hits. I'm saying. What do I know? But that's what I think. Wow. Actually destroyed a non-combat and destroyed a gun. This is the Japanese, the AF Battalion 94th that's parked here. That's what took that damage. Hopefully our Portland Roads raid goes today. I think I set these guys to bomb the port because we had done so much damage to the airfield. I wanted to get some more hits in on the port. Okay, so we are hitting the air base up there at Portland Roads. That's great to see. It's pretty good hits too. Oh, and I think this is the first day I'm using B-24s hitting Tulagi, so that'll be a nice surprise for him. Well, unless maybe he'll be surprised that it's the first time he's seen them, and I haven't used them before. But you know, I feel good about it. All right. Yep. Here's our B-24s. All right. Yeah. I mean, not that great for uh okay. See, the B-24s carry 1,000 more pounds of worth of bombs, so I'm surprised when that wave hit, it wasn't that effective. But I don't know. Yeah, these sweeps, because of the timing, I mean, they wouldn't have saved the bombers, that's for sure. Wow, that was effective for our Havoc. All right, I think that was a good bombing day. I'm curious about how many losses we'll have, whether ops or otherwise. But I think we hit the bases that I really wanted to. And here's the land action. Let's see what happens. All right. Yeah, that's not going to last long. And we go right back to our the base we started from. That's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, all these are just the normal bombardments. Curious what he's bombarding with here now. Did he does he have more here now? Maybe not. Wow. I don't seeing those numbers moving like that made me think we did a lot more than this, but uh it's an even trade. All right. There was no air-to-air action. I don't know that I'm gonna look at anything this between now and the second. We'll just jump right into the 2nd of August. Yeah, these are just air units moving strategically. All right, August 2nd, 1942. See what we got going this day. Well, we still have subs, as you know, to be expected here around Luganville. He does fire off a couple torpedoes, but we don't get to him with our destroyers, or anyway, any depth charges we don't fire off. Gudgeon, okay, we're spotted and they come after us. We don't waste any torpedoes, and he doesn't really attack us. All right. Now, here's some big battleships bombarding Batavia. I'm going to get through this, but I hope they hit a mine. It'd be nice if they hit a mine, at least that made me feel like that our mines are working, just don't know. I guess my point is, I wonder if it's potential for a glitch or a bug. I just I don't understand. I guess maybe I don't understand how mines work. All right, got a dud, Mark 14, and this time we just completely missed. Okay. All right, so we saw there was a mission to Mandalay that was canceled. I'm not sure what that was. Don't know if it was one of our sweeps or if it was something else, but all right, we've got some major disablements here at Banjarmassen. And our troops over here east of Wenchow. Oh man, didn't get a look at what they did, but the rest of our sweeps here. And this is the only bombing that's going to be done here on purpose. I've got my aircraft and pilots resting. Okay. All right, so he sends in airfield attack wave and then a ground attack wave. Okay. Now, we were sweeping Mandalay, but we didn't have any bombers go. I put everybody, shut them down so that they can rest and recover. Okay, we have a near miss that damages. So, that's not going to be much damage. Ooh, we have a direct hit here for the I-21 taking on water. Be nice if we could make it surface and wreck it. Now, I don't think that's enough to sink it, but maybe it'll have to slink back to base. Oh, so we're doing the tuna decided after all the misses last time, and well, here we go. Some duds. They're just going to fire on the surface. No escorts here. Okay. Get 5 hits from 3-inch gun. It's not going to be enough to sink it, but well, that'll have to go back. Oh, I see. He was bringing in the big guns so he could do a deliberate attack. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we hold. Now it's 1-to-1. He did reduce the fortifications. It was 1-to-1 at level 4. Yeah, that's a pretty solid 1-to-1, by the way. So he takes significant casualties. However, we're the ones with the high number of destroyed. Okay. Okay. He takes some damage bombarding us at Cooktown. Here it looks like when you look at the numbers here, he's using one of these small units or maybe 1 or 2, but certainly I'm guessing this 2nd Mortar Battalion. All right. I'm thinking that means he might be low on supplies. I don't know. I don't want to overthink it, but we're still waiting for the 27th. I think it's the 27th Division, which I think should have pulled in this turn. Alright, so we're bombarding him. Again, several artillery units for us. Let's see how we do. Alright, finally we're getting more out of our guns, and we don't take any damage. Well, according to this report, of course. And now we have 1427 because we pulled in the... Whoops, I'm looking at the Japanese. The 27th Infantry Division shows up. Dare I attack? I don't know the answer to that yet. Maybe one massive aerial bombardment first. Oh, totally missed it, but we do get some expansions here. Refits, yeah, some upgrades. Yeah, these are just moving air units, so nothing new. Okay. All right, just wanted to look here. Rangoon is now fortification size 6. That's pretty impressive, honestly. And, well, Let's get over here. And I'm going to stop it now. I think that's high enough, and I really don't want to waste any more. Not that it's a waste, but I really don't need to use any more supplies there. I think that's going to hold fairly well now. But as we were looking here, Tonga Tapu, port size 2, that's nice. That's one of our recent islands that we landed on. Some of these back bases, Tonga Tapu and Bora Bora, are probably a waste of my efforts and supplies and so forth. But we'll see how it plays out. I'm not really worried that we're going to actually end up having to go back to these, fall back to these bases. The main reason I'm still doing this, I guess, is because it was in my, it was mapped out a couple months ago when things were a little bit more tense, at least for me, and where we had some intel that we were going to have Suva was going to be attacked and Pago Pago, Savai. So I was thinking to set up fallback bases if he comes in force, KB and all. But that hasn't happened, so I'll probably just leave it for now. And as I start getting these more forward bases, Baker Island and what's that other one, Vanatapu or Vaitupu. Where was I going with that? Maybe I can bring these engineers up from these back bases closer. We'll see. I'm not going to stress about it right this minute. Again, I'm not playing this game to min-max everything. Kohima airfield size 5, that I believe is this base here in India. Yeah, Kohima. We don't have any air units here, but I like to build all these up as secondary or bases that we can utilize in the event that another airbase gets just beat up or wrecked. Back to this report again. So that's Kohima. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Bora Bora Fortification 1, and then Condamine Fortification Size 2. I believe that's in Australia. It's I don't think it's an important base. Let's take a look. Yeah. We are trying to build up the airfield. Again, this was put in motion a while back when northeastern Australia there was still a threat there. I'll probably. Oh, the biggest reason I'm building up these bases, well, this one I left, and I'm still working on these two, is because I wanted to have inland bases that I could still bomb as needed. So if he bombards these airfields, I can kind of evacuate and get into safer bases. The one back here is if he invaded down here or took Townsville or some of these as he's driving down, let's say, and I don't have a lot of troops in these areas. My concern was, or straight, or these back roads. My concern would be not having air bases inland air bases to counter from. So that's why I was working on some of those airfields. Got these refits and then repairs on a couple of ships ready to go back out to work. And these 3 air units are basically just combined air units after I shuffled some stuff around up here. All right. I just wanted to take care of that bit of tidying up. Okay. The air losses was only this one operational loss, and that was it. Did we lose a pilot? No. So at least we didn't lose a pilot. Let's see what we lost. Oh, of course, the C-47. I am not producing them fast enough for them to be wasted in this way. We can look at this pool and go transport. C-47, we don't even build one per day. Although 28's not bad, not bad. It's actually pretty good. We do make a few others like this R4D1. So if we count the air units that the non-C-47s, we do get more than one per day. It's just that we're not using all of these by China. Yeah, this Chinese one is one per month. The British DC-3s are 3 per month. So every 10 days we get one aircraft. And every 30 days we get one Chinese. So it's very slow going. Torturously so. All right. So back to here's the situation in the South Pacific. Does he know? Okay. Did I pass it? Let's just do this. I'll just do the page down. Get to. Oh, I think it was after the air attack. So, okay. He sees. Yeah. I wanted to confirm what happened here. He sees that we have a cruiser here, 3 cruisers to be exact, but he didn't see our battleship. So he knows we're coming, and that's a shame. But also now I know where his subs are. All right, the other thing I wanted to look at is this. I went too fast for this. With the heavy rain, he only caused 8 casualties there east of Wenchao. All right. So he knows we're here now. We might as well go in, do this bombardment, and then go back and make sure this guy is on night recon. It is to Denny. All right. And see how well our battleships do here. Well, battleships, our battleship and cruiser unit here. I got a secondary bombardment group that I might wait one day and go in. Sometimes I like to dock these so they don't waste fuel. But I might send this up and hit Denny the very next turn while this one's on its way back to fuel and rearm. We have the refuel and rearm ships coming right here, circling around to try to anyway evade subs. All right. You see this sub here? That's problematic. That means our invasion fleet, I may want to swing wide and come in from maybe the eastern side. He's probably expecting us to do this same trip with our invasion fleet, but we're gonna swing wide and come in from the side. And I'm going to escort it, trust me. In fact, no, that's right. I remember now. These cruisers are going to be in the invasion force. We're going to bring all the transports out and into including like this destroyer that's parked at the base. We're going to bring out the APDs. This is going to be a massive invasion force, and we'll just hit Denny hard. But we're going to find out more about it this turn when our battleships bombard. And bombers, I'm probably going to still keep assigned to Tulagi for now. Keep that base suppressed. And yeah, I think that'll be a good use of those bombers. Because the battleships can bombard the troops well enough. But this turn, I'm tempted to bomb the troops here heavily with everything and do just a regular attack with everybody I've got here. I'm short a little bit on supplies, but I think that's okay. Let's try it. Any guns will automatically bombard. We're going to give it a whirl. Worst case scenario, we'll take a bit of damage. Well, I don't like it, but worst case scenario, we'll take a little bit of damage, and then, but he won't counterattack because that would be suicide. All right, so we have the base. He can't get supplies. He has to go all the way around us like this. And we also have this hex side. So the best he can do is the long way around and then to this area there or around like this. What I could do, and maybe I will just go ahead and do it, is bring this tank unit to this hex and this tank unit to this hex. That way, if he does have supplies here, they won't go down this road to here for sure, because we'll have all three of these hex sides. When we get to these spots here and here, I'll send them in and just really lock it down. And that's fine. We may, who knows, we may win this battle without doing that. I just don't know. But yeah, I'm still not sure what's going on here, but I'll get to the bottom of it. I've got other things I'm trying to accomplish right now. Anyway, so that's so we've looked at the South Pacific, we've looked at the Southwest Pacific a little bit, and the one thing I didn't show is, well, I have just A-20 Havoc here, but the bombers here at Townsville and at, it looks like we're missing a pilot, and at Carter Towers, we'll just mass bomb this hex and see if we can, you know, hopefully they actually fly and hit, and they don't get chased away or whatever. The weather changes or something. Okay. All right, got a bunch of destroyers in that hex. That's crazy. All right. We're holding here. That battle just happened. Of course, it's kind of a mess. We'll we don't have a lot of AV here. 367. Okay. Then Burma, Rangoon. We just noticed that it's level 6 now. The fortifications. And I think we're going to hold the rest of the game. He's bringing whatever he's got here. I don't see any blip showing he's going this way. He's coming up this way. I think he's going to try to make a push for this. That means I'm running out of time to come rescue it. What I could do is evacuate. And with him coming up this road, maybe that's not a bad idea. Right? I could leave these two guys to take the hit, because they're probably going to get destroyed anyway. Because this guy's going to move faster, and then by the time he exits the hex, they'll do an attack, and then so I can't drive up the road. he's blocking that road. The best I can do is go this way. Maybe I'll just do it. Okay. But I'll stay in combat mode because then we won't get surprised by an attack. You know what? I could say, if I want to save this first Burma battalion, I could say set alt to follow, and then everything will evacuate with him, and we'll come to here, and then I think I'm going to come down to Prome, and retake that. That's clear, but should be okay. We can fly cap over it, and then maybe even bring it all the way to Rangoon, because I'd hate to lose. Let's see. This won't last more than a year anyway, but I'd hate to lose not only this position, but I'd hate to lose these units. Well, it's a slow withdrawal anyway. I think it's okay to get started. I can make a final decision later. Let's see. This guy, he's moving very slowly, but I actually realize I'm not in a major rush because these units are going to take quite some time still. Okay. Yep. We're trying to formulate a counteroffensive. The the nice thing about getting our tanks out of here is we can come around and come in behind again, cut this railroad off, keep him guessing. All right, up here in China, it's just kind of a mess. I don't have any clear objectives that I've set up for myself, and I don't know what his objectives are either, for that matter. So in the meantime, we'll just do this dance around here, and I'll try to keep him busy using supplies, running around killing things, and see how that affects the war in China. I can't think of anything else to talk about here, there, or anywhere. I guess one thing I can do more is I don't think I looked here. Maybe I did. 0. But also I didn't look here last turn. Now, this is saying he lost I-21. I mean, I'm not saying I see it here, so therefore it still exists. But my understanding, because my understanding is it'll show the ships and things that you uncovered during the turn. So that's not the only reason I don't think we sank it. I mean, I really don't think we did enough damage to it, honestly. So I'm not even gonna take that with a grain of salt. I'm just gonna reject it out of hand. But we can still look at the stats and see that it's does carry a recon plane. It's some kind of float plane, and it has decent endurance, and it's not bad for sure. So yeah, that's that. Okay. Yeah, I really think for now it's kind of enough. I did want to say we did form up the 2nd Marine Division. I've split it up to see if we can reinforce it fully, or at least a little bit more before we do our invasion. And we've got several units that are heading to Indeni. Everything that's in combat mode will be going in the first wave. These are just engineers that'll come in later and set up the base, basically build the base up. So we've got tanks, 2 tank battalions. Um, actually, the parachute battalion, I'm not going to carry, and maybe even the raider battalion. I can just paradrop them someplace. But maybe I'll keep the raider battalion sitting here. I don't for fast. Oh, that's right. I was purposely going to do a fast transport with them, but I'm just going to do normal invasion. So we'll see how this plays out. But for sure, the parachute battalion will be flown in. The turn that we unload will be the turn I fly in the parachute battalion as well, and we'll get a sorry. The turn after we unload, we'll set everybody to deliberate attack. We'll fly in the paratroopers and see if that'll flip the base to us. All right. We have our game plan. Let's see how it goes. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back and we'll discuss August 3 turn resolution next time. Take care. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.